Okay, here we are. So we're in the Sydney terminal. I'm just on my way out to get the rental car. And anyway, I thought I'd do a little bit of an experiment. It's funny, I'm doing these horizontally and vertically to reach people in all different possible options. I just did a little broadcast on our YouTube channel, the GeoVital YouTube channel. So of course I can't repeat everything 3 times, so try and keep an eye on everything that's coming out today. Anyway, what I wanted to point out is I'm standing here in the terminal. I'm on my way to get the rental car, let's say. And so I thought, well, let's do a little spot measurement of radio frequency radiation. So I've got the HF field probe in my hand, fairly unique meter where you can access what your body's actually absorbing, which in our experience tells you a lot more than assessing the air. And so I'm standing here, and why am I facing this way with the main camera is that in the distance you see the tower and you see that there's also a radar in place. Now, if you're standing in a property near an airport and you assess the body, there's a good chance that you can hear a sweeping sound coming by at regular intervals, which is the radar, which is really disturbing. So, yeah. Of course, we know that radio frequency radiation is linked to triggering the sympathetic nervous system, which raises your blood pressure, it lowers your digestion. Of course, the World Health Organization classified it as a possible carcinogen, class 2B, the same category as exhaust fumes. So anyway, we can debate about that for days. But what's interesting to note here, given that my trip to Sydney today is to visit a large-scale renovation where we're involved in implementing radiation avoidance and shielding. And so I'm here, and you would expect fairly high levels here in the terminal. And given that I'm looking straight at a radar and sort of copying that full blast, you would sort of think you'd get high readings. So let me show you what I've got. So I'll stick this meter in front of the camera here. All right, that's the GeoVital HF field probe. And so that gives us in microvolts, and of course my phone that I'm recording this on is in flight mode, of course, otherwise I can't do this live. So this shows us what my body's currently absorbing in microvolts, so that it hovers, about 300 to 500 as we saw earlier. Here, a little speak to 1,000. Now, if this was a bedroom, we would want to mitigate it, right? In a bedroom, you would ideally see 30. If it's over 100, then we say that's enough. We draw the line here. You should be shielding. But given that we're, we're in a terminal. Yes, I'm on the very edge of it. I'm looking straight at a radar. Why is this level not higher? Well, something that can have something to do with it is the glass here, which sort of falls in the theme of today that I'm visiting let's say building site. This is a renovation, not exactly a completely new built home. But when we're dealing with new homes being built, the particular types of glass that have more metal in it, and they reduce that radiation exposure. So I would hazard a guess that this is one of these types of glass, and that's why we're getting here lower levels of radio frequency radiation that you would otherwise sort of expect. Okay, of course, I'm still getting the Wi-Fi that no doubt they have in this terminal and those sorts of things. But you would have figured you'd get higher readings looking at a radar. All right, and also, of course, cell phone towers that are out there, their effect is reduced by particular types of glass. So anyway, hope you found that interesting. Stay tuned, more coming today. And keep an eye on Facebook, YouTube channel, all that. All right, see you later.